So you've made it to your final year at university. Now you're going to go out and you're going to get a job. So how do you go about doing that? Because the sort of job that you're going to apply for will not be flipping hamburgers. You're going to be looking at professional positions, and so the whole approach to finding that job has to reflect that professionalism. You can start by networking at university. It's always a good idea to know somebody who knows something, who can tell you what, and so on. Make sure that you get together and you swap details. Different people going to different industries, and being able to go along to an organisation and say, oh yes, I know somebody who does, is always a good thing to be able to do. Using LinkedIn to create that professional network is quite helpful. The first thing you're going to need is a really good CV. A really good CV is one that the person reading it thinks is good. All the English must be correct, the layout has to be perfect, the content has to be thoroughly thought out and logical. It's usually a good idea to have two CVs, one short one or two sides, that gives the overview that you'd put in with any general application letter. And then a more detailed CV that gives all the wonderful things that you've done to help mankind and to help organisations in general. The long CV. And that can be as long as you like. So all your charity work, all your student union work, all of that can be included in the long CV. One of the things you're going to be surprised at is how many letters you have to write. You have to write lots. And that's not usually what my students understand as lots. But Andy, I've written 5 letters already, and I'm thinking of sending another 5 as well. No, we're talking hundreds. When you get to 1,000, then start worrying about whether you're doing things right. You will have to send out hundreds of letters. Expect that. Get yourself organised and make sure that you know what you're doing. So the day comes when you go along for the interview. You've got the interview. Dress smartly. Make sure that your dress reflects the standards expected of a professional. Whether you think it's smart or not is not relevant. You're not the one doing the hiring. It's whether the person who's interviewing you thinks that your dress is smart that matters. Be positive. Go in there and tell them about all the good things you've done. Make sure that you have a plan of the things that you're going to say, things that are going to reflect well on you. It's up to the interviewer to draw out all the little problem areas. So you don't go into an interview saying, let me tell you about all the bad bits first and then I'll tell you all the good ones. You've already made a first negative impression. Go in there being positive, clear, with a smile, with a positive attitude that is really going to help. And never be late. Always turn up early. It is much better to be an hour early than 1 minute late. It shows that you care. And sitting in the waiting room, looking round, reading through the literature, gives you a bit of extra time to do your research. Research is crucial for a professional position. Make sure you know about the organisation, and if you know who's interviewing you, make sure you know about the person who's doing the interview. You can research all these things online. You can find out about the organisation, you can find out about the people in general, and you go in much better prepared. It shows that you care. And then you get that crucial first job. And away you go in your professional career.